What's up, guys? Happy Thursday morning. It's a beautiful day. It's nice as hell out. Got past that cold crap. I'm making a video about my situation with stupid wheelchair and Medicare and Millers. I've been for like 2 months trying to get another electric chair because my original one I've had from UPS's insurance it's over 3 years old or be 4 years old, and it's just falling apart. And I've been buying stuff out of pocket to fix it, my wheels, my batteries, and everything, because Medicare won't let me register my chair to cover that stuff because it's a level 3. They say I don't deserve a level 3. I'm not eligible for a level 3 because I'm not a quadriplegic, paraplegic, or have something wrong with my spine to where I can't move, like MS or something like that. And they're basically, their Miller's is telling me their rules are that, what I just said, things like that, neurological diseases, MS, and things like that. Those are the people that get qualified and approved for the bigger motors and the bigger chairs, the bigger batteries that go all day, like the one I got, and they go at decent speed, 6, 7 miles an hour. They qualify for that. I got one of those with my insurance at UPS. They didn't question it. What the physical therapists and the doctors came up with and said I needed, I got, and that's what I've been having for the last 3 years. For me to go down to a chair that's slower, generic piece of shit, and smaller batteries that doesn't last as long, I told him, you're wasting your time and mine, because I will sell it to buy parts for all the chairs I've collected. I've got a lot of people out there that are really cool that have chairs that they want to get rid of, and they've just donated and gave them to me. I've actually paid for some, but I've got a collection of like a total of 6 chairs with the chair I also got from insurance 3 years ago. But going back to Miller's, when they told me that, I kind of stopped everything. I didn't go to the physical therapist and go have them do their part so that I could try to get this cheap chair. I said I just wasn't going to do it. So last week I called Medicare, and I told Medicare the situation, and the lady was like, man, that's they don't know what they're talking about. You do qualify for that. And she gave me a list of stuff, and she said, if this and this and this. I said, yes, and my doctor would back everything. Like my right leg, for example, my right stump. I did get my prosthetics, and I did 66 classes of physical therapy at a place that never, ever, nobody there ever dealt with a double amputee. And I did those lessons, and I did learn how to walk between them and me doing it on my own at home. I would practice in my driveway in the back behind the house, and I'd wear them to Rite Aid, and that's where I had that situation where my leg fell off. And those people were nice and helped me, excuse me. And I got to where I could walk with them. I just had to have my sticks with me just in case I fell, leaned over. I just wasn't that great at them, but I could walk. Well, I damaged my stump and falling out of my chair and popped the bone out of the bottom. That started all of this for me. That started a situation with the stump being glued shut because they couldn't stitch it shut because it's all dead cartilage. There's nothing there to work with. I got lucky and they glued it shut. Well, then the second time I damaged it, I broke the bone. I've got a chip on the very tip right here. I'll show you. This area right here is all broke. It's a big chip there. And when that chip gets irritated by like trying to wear my prosthetic, it's bad. Because that bone is the pressure point where I'm standing on, and it just irritates the shit out of my stump to where it swells up, and then it tries splitting open where it's glued shut. And it's very painful. I can't wear my prosthetic to even drive. It's awful. I end up going to the doctor and the surgeon, and he's like, look, we can't take that chip bone out. You got to deal with that. And the only other option is to cut your leg off above the knee. Then I'd have to get another prosthetic and learn how to walk with 2 above the knee, which I'd be having both stumps in a bucket, and that was my meat. Another uncomfortable thing I didn't like about wearing my prosthetics in the first place was the left leg above the knee. It's like having a stump in a bucket that rubs against your bottom of your crotch, and it pinches it, and the amputees that wear these know that pinch. It's a bitch. And no matter what my Yankee Bonics did, I was always having that problem. Yeah, I'd be walking, taking a step, and one of my steps, it just grabs that skin between your butthole and your ball sack, and I'm telling you, I'm sorry to say that, but that's what I deal with. And then that pinch makes you want to jump. It is so painful. And I just couldn't get used to it. And then I had the problem with my right leg always being sore and hurting. My stump never really healed in the first place because it was so infected. They were almost taking it above the knee, and they tried saving it, which I'm glad, because I can use it as a gas pedal leg in my bus and everything else I drive. That's the main reason I like keeping my right stump, and that's why I don't want to lose it. And as long as I don't try wearing that prosthetic, I'm fine. And I've accepted the fact of being in this chair. I'm good with it. I'm totally cool with it. Maybe one day down the road, when I get my right leg cut off, I'll get 2 prosthetics, and I'll be able to accept them and get used to them and wear them. But not right now, because I don't like them. And I'm dealing with the right stump being damaged like it is. So I finally got up and called Medicare last week, and the lady was telling me, go somewhere else. That's ridiculous. Well, now I finally called Miller's back, because they're calling like, hey, you didn't go to your therapist, blah, blah, blah. So I called him back, and I talked to the lady. I said, look, the reason I haven't gone to your therapist to get that done is because I don't want that chair you guys are trying to give me. He's like, well, I'm the one that does with Medicare here. I'm the Medicare specialist for here, blah, 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 whatever. Sometimes you call customer service, they don't know what they're talking about. And I'm like, well, I knew you were going to say that, and that's why when I called, I was telling the lady that you guys are positive, like it's not even going to happen, and the guy solves these things every day. So she got me to another lady that said that she's the one that does the approvals. I gotta ignore you, Christy, I'm making a video. But she basically was shooting it down. I says, look, I'm not being mean, but if you can't make this happen, then I'm gonna go somewhere else, because there's nothing in this conversation you're gonna say to make me accept what you're saying they'll give me. I don't want that. I don't deserve that. I deserve what I got already. And if you can't get it, I will go somewhere else, because Medicare's saying you're full of crap. So she's gonna, well, I'll look into it, but they don't know sometimes, it's just one of those deals. And it's like, I told her, nothing against you or Miller's, but I am not accepting anything less than what I already got. I don't care. You're not gonna convince me, because I'm not paralyzed, or I don't have MS or something like that, a spinal problem, that I don't qualify for the bigger battery and the bigger motor chair. And you can sit there on the phone as a representative at Medicare or somebody that works at Miller's and deals with this crap, and we can all agree, somebody that has MS and is paralyzed, they usually don't, a lot of them don't even can't even drive a chair, but they'll get approved for it. And these chairs that they're getting approved for fly. I mean, they fly. And all the places, the nursing homes they're at, has to turn them down. They have a thing where you got to be approved to have chairs at certain nursing homes, and if you have a chair and you have MS or any of these other disabilities, they won't let you have the chair unless it's turned down, because people get hurt with them, because they're so fast, they're so dangerous. And somebody that can't control it like that doesn't need that. There's just nothing gonna, in any conversation, that's gonna get me convinced on this bullshit. It's bullshit. So I told her, she said, well, I'll make a call and I'll try this, like being negative. I said, then try it. Because if that isn't possible, I'm going somewhere else, like Medicare tried to get me to do. I tried to use you because you're local. All you guys are alike. You guys all have the same rules and try to make money off a chair, but you're local, and I've already used you. You're close, and I've been buying all my parts there. So even though against Medicare's reference, or they're telling me advice to go somewhere else, I'm still using you, because they said I still could. They just don't recommend I use you because of you telling me this. So if the lady can call and make it happen, then there we go. But I'm not taking the chair. I said, if that's the case, and if that's what it ends up being, I'll take the chair with whatever you guys give me, and I will sell it to buy the parts I need. Because these chairs, I got 6 chairs in my garage. 4 of them need batteries. They're $600 for batteries. The smaller batteries chairs might be like 4. But I'm needing wheels. Some of them are all got ball tires from me running them. I rotate between all these chairs. Even the ones, the batteries only last 5-6 hours. When I'm at home tinkering around, I'll drive one of them chairs. And then when it starts getting dead, I just swap it for another one that lasts 4 or 5 hours. That way I can equal out my tire wearage and stuff. But that's the bullshit I'm dealing with. And it really is a sore spot to me when I'm on the phone with these people, because it's like, it's just, I hate even dealing with it. And it's like everything I go to use insurance for is like this. Anything I go to qualify for, like, I don't get no free food. I can't get any of that. Why? Because I had a good job. I had a career most of my life. I had goals. I made good money. And because I made good money, they say, oh, now you're getting this much money a month, which is shit. And they're saying, well, you don't qualify for that because you make more than $1,300 a month. You're kidding me? Because I make more than $1,400 a month, I can't get this or that, or help with this or help with that. Don't qualify for none of that. Nothing. And my legs are permanently gone. They're not growing back. My situation isn't going to get any better. Also, it's led into me being diabetic because I have less circulation now. And now I'm diabetic. And I take that and have that under control by taking metformin, a shitty pill that's not liked by most people, along with my gabapentin I take for my nerve damage I've got on my right leg that's so uncomfortable that I try getting off the gabapentin, and it's just, I sit around aching like a motherfucker. So the doctor said you can switch to other ones, but they're all the same and they all got different side effects. The one you're taking since you've been out of the hospital has been working for you, so I just recommend you stay on that, so I am. But it's just this, I try to make the best of my life with all this bullshit I've got going on. And today is Thursday, and I get to go see my daughter tonight. She's riding her new horse. She's got a lesson, so I'm going to go to that at 5. I'm going to maybe see if we can get something to eat before or after. But I'm excited for that. My daughter, she's 14 years old. She lives with her mom. So at the age she's at, she's so busy with, you know, her friends. Not really necessarily her friends. It's really her hobby and the horses. I mean, I'm proud of her. She's into that. She goes across the street to the horse stable after school, and that's what she does all night with Tiffany and them. She loves them. And she talks about wanting to make that something in her future. And if that's what she wants, I'm proud of her. I hope she does. Because Tiffany and Jamie, they're all doing great at it, and they love it. And they kind of took Candace under their wing, and they take really good care of her. And right after I lost my legs, she really got into this. And she's gotten really close with them, and I really like that. But on my end, it sucks because I don't get to see her as much, and the only way I really can is to go out there a lot for her horse stuff, and I do. I've gone to her shows. She's got one in Kentucky that she wants me to go to, and I want to go to because I can stay in my bus and hang out. So I'm gonna do that tonight with my daughter, go to dinner. I miss her, and I'm excited to see her. She's been sending me videos and stuff from back in the day. And I like that stuff when she does that. I love her. She's my life. She's what keeps me, even though I don't get to see her, she keeps me positive. She keeps me wanting to, I feel like I gotta do better because of her. I can't just be a bum. So I don't want my daughter to have a dad that went from having a good life, career at UPS to a bum. It's not happening. And this whole thing with my 1-year road trip might be crazy to some people, including her, but it's just something I got to do. I spent my whole life working and having things for retirement, and almost died and lost both legs, and looked like, man, I missed out on vacations I could have done, fun things, and being in this messed up situation, a 1-year road trip sounds great, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to video it to let people watch it and see me getting in the situations I'm in that are going to suck. But I'll figure it out. I will. I love you guys. Have a good day. Peace.